Hello, welcome to Skid Steer Solutions and yet another product introduction for 2014. This is our Raptor boom arm with a 9-foot sickle. We originally developed these sickles back in 2004. They were meant as a skid steer attachment. Now we've made them as a standalone attachment with their own drive system so that they're able to be quick attached onto our boom arm. And so now we have several different arrangements that we can organize the Raptor as. So in this arrangement, we've got the Raptor boom arm. It's on a Bobcat. It's a standalone unit though. You don't have to have it on a Bobcat. We give you a remote control system with a clamp on that clamps onto your stick so that you don't have to have this on a Bobcat. You can put it on anything you want. Today you could have it on a Bobcat, tomorrow you could have it on a John Deere. It doesn't make any difference. From there we come out onto the boom arm. We've got our 9-foot sickle. Uses 5-bolt clamp system to hold it on. So if you want, when you're done with this implement, you want to put a 5-foot on, or you want to put a rotary flail, or you want to put on one of our little string trimmers, that can easily be put on here in just a 5 minutes time. So let's start with the brains of the operation. That's our remote control system. It's taken us over a decade to get to this point where we've got something that's compact, very rugged, it's rechargeable with any USB connection, and it's just plain outright very, very intelligent. It has momentary controls, but it also has latching controls. If there's for some reason maybe your fingers aren't nimble enough to be able to hold the controls down, you can actually program them on the fly so that they're latching controls. Meaning if you don't want to hold the button down for a certain period of time, you just want to be able to tap the button and then tap it again to stop it, you can actually program that on the fly. If you lose one of these, we have them in stock, I can send it to you, you can program that on the fly. So there's never a risk that you're going to be without being able to use your mower just simply because you've lost the remote control or damaged it or whatever. But once again, it's a very rugged controller. It's industrial controller. It's not a garage door opener like I see many of our competitors use. This is an actual industrial control. Okay, now let's talk about the sickle. We had this sickle specifically designed for us over a decade ago to use on our skid sickle attachment. It had to be more robust. It had to be heavier duty because you've got a 10,000 pound machine pushing it. You hit something, it needs to be able to take a beating. Also, one of the things that we demanded was that the sickles be field replaceable. So if you break a segment off, you don't need a riveting tool, nothing like that, or a drill. All you need is a 7/16 wrench. You can undo them, put a new one on, and off you go again. So that's one of the things that when you get something from a company that works on skid steers all the time, we develop things that are specially formulated to be used out in the field, and if you have any issues, you can take care of it right there in the field. The drive system. This is a German drive system that we use. It has a gearbox with a eccentric on it to drive the sickle. The reason we do that is it just makes it much more heavy duty than using a pitman arm in this type of application. Next is our mounting system. We use a 5-bolt 3-inch tube clamp mounting system. This is similar to what you've seen on Bomford or Tiger style mowers. That enables you to actually buy this attachment and use it on an existing boom type of mower that you might have on a tractor or something. But it's just a very easy, a simple method of clamping these down and being able then to change them out quite quickly. I can take this mower head off, put on one of our flails or our string trimmers in 5 minutes. So it's very, very easy and not complicated at all, and very straightforward. Next is our boom arm. What a lot of changes have taken place over the last decade. When we originally came up with a skid steer mounted boom mower, what we did was we took a tractor style boom arm and we adapted it to a skid steer. We realized then, as we have now with all of our attachments, you can't just take a tractor implement or some other type of implement, just stick a skid steer quick attach on it and make it work. So what we did is we went back to the drawing board a couple of different times, and for 2014 we've introduced this as the Raptor now. It's completely different than the previous designs. It still uses a lot of the technology that we developed to make it work quite well and to be able to put different attachments onto it, but it's a lot heavier. And just the way the mechanisms work on this, it's just much more streamlined and much nicer to operate. So just looking at the arm, we've got full ability to rotate the head coming up here. This is our extension, so we can extend the boom out, and then down here this is the extension up, so this raises the boom up and down. And then down here we actually use a linear actuator, and what this enables us to do is we can actually change the angle of the cut. So if you have a blind spot in your machine, you can't quite see the cutter head, you can just roll it forward a little bit and now you can see the cutter head. Or maybe you need to see the cutter head behind you a little bit. You can roll the cutter head back and that gives you that little bit extra visibility. As well as this features a breakaway system. So if you hit something solid like a wall or something, you're cutting along the side of an estate and there's a wall there that you don't see in the brush, you hit the wall, it'll actually allow the arm to kick back so you don't damage either your quick attach or the unit itself. Now also the beauty of this thing is it acts as a swing, so you can actually swing it out in front of you and mow, and it gives you a great way of transporting this. Previous versions we had ones that came up and over the top, out the side. We never could quite get it wrapped up so that we could transport it very easily. Now the whole thing tucks inside the width of your skid steer, sits on the trailer right out in front of you just like a regular attachment, and you can fold the whole thing right up, and so when you're ready to go you just drive it off the trailer, it all unfolds again and off you go. The other beauty of it is when you park it, you're done for the day and you're just letting it sit, you're going to take the machine and go use it somewhere else. You can move it forward, drop it, and it gives you a 3-point tripod effect so that the unit's not going to fall over. It's very, very sturdy now.